tough are you? How strong are you? When life throws challenges at you, are you ready to fight? Now I'm out here in the cold, it's 0 degrees, and this is a beautiful dam that's pretty much frozen. I won't walk on it, but yesterday there was people ice skating on this dam. And I come out here in the freezing cold just before dark because I want to test my resilience. I want to test can I handle the cold? Can I handle, and I come out here and run the dogs, I run myself, and I push myself because I want to challenge myself. So that's my personal question. How do you get tougher, stronger, better, wiser if you don't test yourself? And when was the last time that you did test how strong you are? So there's this great quote, and I think it's a philosophy for life, which is tough times create really strong people, and strong people create really easy times. Easy times create weak people, and weak people create tough times, and then the circle continues. And I share that because is it possible we're living right now in really weak times, or people are really weak because they're comfortable? How often do people get cold? How often do they get puffed? How often do they lift heavy? How often do they get excited about a challenge rather than whinge, moan and complain about a challenge? We live in a world now where it's normal for kids to stay living with their parents till they're 30 years of age. This is a very personal thing for me. I started earning money when I was 10 years of age, and just as a very quick story, there was a lady at my church who said, would you like to come and work for me, and I'm going to pay you $10 a day, which when you're 10 years old was a lot of money. It was a job at the markets in Melbourne in Australia. When we got there, I said to her, I reckon I could do this by myself. You go to another market, make the money that you make. I'll take a percentage of what I sell, and then you'll make more money and I'll make more money. That's when I was 10. When I ran away from home at 15, I was 14 and 9 months, I had $10,000 in the bank because I knew that I had to look after myself. My father said to me, from as long as I can remember, the best place to find a helping hand is at the end of your own arm. If you rely on other people, what if they don't show up? What a great question. If you're waiting for other people to inspire you, motivate you, pay for you, do stuff for you, what if they don't show up? And even if they do show up, what does that do for me as a human being? Does it make me weaker or stronger? And of course it makes me weaker. If I've always got somebody to look after me and protect me and pay for me and do stuff for me and fight my battles for me, how could I possibly get strong? One of the challenges at the Max International Colleges, because we have a lot of people who would love to have an international business diploma, because that's what we offer. They'd love to be a top-level exercise professional. And a lot of those people are either straight out of school or they've been looking for, can I do this, can I do this? But so often their parents do it all for them. Their parents pay for it. Their parents do the enrollment and acceptance process for them. If the kid has a challenge or a tough time or a problem, the parent steps in and says, I'll fix that for you. And of course, it's none of my business. I'm not a parent. Parents can do whatever they want. But I wonder if that's got something to do with the world that we live in right now, where people are weak and depressed and angry and don't go and do the things that they want to do. I didn't have an option. I didn't want to do anything else except be an exercise professional. And I didn't have the support of my parents. In fact, it was the opposite. Both of my parents were really against me becoming an exercise professional. Now, the end of that story is really interesting. I ended up on the Young Rich list in Australia, one of the richest people in Australia under the age of 40. And then it was interesting because that's when my parents said, wow, you really do have a real job. I did all of that without their support, without their help, without their financial support. And I'm not sharing that with you to brag, and I'm not sharing that with you to be impressive. I'm sharing it to express that if we constantly look after people and protect them and do things for them and they don't learn to do things for themselves, is it possible that people end up weak, and weak people create tough times? Now, the beautiful thing about tough times is tough times create strong people. But I'd like to be the person that's strong all the time. How about you? Which is why I'm out here in the freezing cold, and it really is very cold, but I love it. I love testing and challenging myself. I love putting myself under pressure. Because how would I know how strong I am? How would I know how tough I am? How would I know if I can fight a challenge if I never put myself under pressure? We don't do anything when we're comfortable. When it's warm and when we've got plenty of money and when we've got plenty of food and we're sitting on our backside doing nothing, We don't get tougher and stronger from those situations. We don't know how tough we are. Great quote again. How do you know how strong you are until strong's the only option? So I'll ask the question again. Are you getting puffed? Are you lifting heavy? Are you overcoming challenges? Are you putting your body under pressure? When was the last time you got puffed, lift heavy, got cold, and found out how strong you actually are? I want to be a tough, strong, powerful woman. How about you? Tough, strong, powerful people. Create awesome times. Live your life to the max. Look, the dam is frozen. Woohoo! Live your life to the max.